Welcome to HL Tutoring Services, Pause for Poetry, a time in the day when you can stop whatever you're doing, whether it's work or play, and listen to some poetry. How are you today? Are you well? I hope so. I hope you've had a good week. This session, I'm going to be reading a poem that is one of the most famous Christmas poems, and it was written and published in a newspaper anonymously. And then sometime later, the author said, yes, I wrote it. And actually, because of this poem, we have a better idea of what Santa Claus is like. And this poem is by Clement Clark Moore. Maybe you know the first 4 lines, and then after that, it gets a bit fuzzy. So I'm going to try and read it quickly because it's quite long, but I'm sure you know it. And children and adults alike probably really enjoy this poem and like it. So, 'twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave the lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on, Comet on, Cupid on, Dunder and Blixen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the house top the coursers they flew, when the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys was flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprung to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night. So that was 'Twas a Night Before Christmas. Did you like that poem? Have you heard it before? Maybe you know the first bit, but perhaps not the ending. So have you got a favourite poem, maybe a favourite Christmas poem? Maybe you could write your own version describing Santa or the reindeer or presents or anything to do with Christmas. You could record yourself on audio or on video and send it in. That would be great. Okay, well, have a nice Christmas and try not to get too excited. Yeah, if you think you might need some help or guidance with primary education, adult English as a foreign language or violin, then get in touch. You can visit the website on hltutoringservices.com or you can give me a ring on 07950 598030. If you require help from an expert, an experienced teacher, then I'll be more than happy to help. Well, have a good week. Keep safe. Keep well. I hope things are okay. I know it's a difficult time for people, but sending my best wishes to you all. And I look forward to sharing some more poetry with you very soon. So thank you for joining me today for HL Tutoring Services. Pause for Poetry. See you next time. Bye.